Fuck.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait, we started?
And Birdie pod.
Bro, you gotta start warning me,
What
man.
up, fam?
How did we even know that anything was working? We didn't even check the microphones.
Dude, that's what I was doing while you were over here on your phone.
Oh,
So,
that makes sense. That makes sense.
January 11th, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Please, real quick, before we start, I have two things I want to say. This year, we are going to power down and make sure we tell you guys to subscribe to this channel.
Oh, yeah.
Go down below, hit that subscribe button. I don't even care if you listen to this podcast, watch the videos, whatever, but as long as you hit that subscribe button, do us a solid.
We get $1 million per subscriber.
Please do that. And
That's
the second thing is,
sue me.
1 second, I have to grab it.
What's the second thing? This is weird. I hope it's not beers because I haven't been drinking all month. But, oh my gosh. What a fucking loser. At least I got him this fucking jersey. That's the cool part. Third thing is, can you turn my headphones up a little bit? Which one is me? Is that one me? Last time I touched it said broken.
It feels good. Go blue. Go blue, baby.
I forgot about that.
Go blue.
That's how much I don't give a fuck.
Let's go. So, all right.
That's exciting.
Now we can start.
I'm excited for you.
It feels
I can't believe you're wearing
it. Feels good.
Yeah, seriously.
I might wear it for the rest of the year.
During
every podcast.
That's what I'd say. It's about to be a long year, bro. It's January.
I might do it.
Podcast.
Every podcast. This thing, I probably wear it every podcast.
You're not gonna do that.
Just to.
It
looks so good.
That'd be crazy.
So good.
Yeah.
Cody got me a good gift here, guys.
I did. You know.
Oh, go blue.
So I think
feels good to be victorious.
Bought you the good luck. I bought you that jersey,
and bought it just in time for me to wear it for the championship game for us.
Did you get it before Alabama too, or no?
No, but I got to wear it for while the boys held that championship trophy, that national title, baby.
Yeah, no, that's exciting for you. For you, Michigan fans.
Victorious. Hail to the victors. Those who stay will be champions.
I'll give you your soapbox. You can just rattle it all off. Give me all the Michigan bands.
No, it's all right. It just
is that it?
Wear this.
No, I get it.
You'll be able to see it now. So we can get on. We got the Sony Open this week. Yeah,
we do have the Sony Open. Last week we had the Century Tournament of Champions. We got your Club Challenge. Wow, hold on. Open your mouth, Kody. We have the Club Challenge. We have the word of the day, and I will be talking about my simulator and Nick and I's first round, 9 holes at a course in Oregon. So
you guys will all know what course we're talking about as soon as we
easy. Oh, and then we got to say what sheds. And
I know.
That's so
must.
Fucking fun.
That's a must. That's a side note we're going to have to keep up here because we will forget, Kody. You know how we are. We'll forget about that. So keep it up here.
Cooked. So, Century Tournament of Champions. Our picks didn't do too bad. You and I walked away with 2 points. I updated the Excel sheet. And then Steve walked away with 0 points.
Just because he thought his fucking homeboy Ludwig Oberg was gonna do him justice. Off for the first tournament of the year, but the dude just didn't do anything for him.
I think he had a cold start last year too, though, didn't he, Steve? And then came back, or was
he did? He did. Yeah, he did have a rough start.
Yeah. So hopefully,
but did you have kind of a rough start too, or no? You started off solid last year.
Yeah, I started solid.
Yeah, you did.
I was picking some 1s and 2s right off rip for the most part.
The most luck
and then
you'll ever see.
So this time, fuck you. You got a T10. You get 2 points at 10 or better. I was checking the standings. It's a T10.
So
man, he almost got 1 point. But he got top 10. Spieth got, I think, a third or fourth. So I got.
Was he
points.
third?
Yeah, I think he was third or fourth.
But last I checked, he was in second place somehow. And I was like, holy shit.
Right? Yeah, I know. He had the chance. So we're not doing too bad. We're both tied for first. So we let Steve pick first this week. I guess we'll just start with that. Is that cool with you? Club Challenge. Yeah. And then that kind of goes into the Sony round. Okay. Before we even finish that, God, I'm just jumping all over, dude. I'm so
No,
fried.
dude, I actually
I'm
like
so
this.
fried.
I kind of like, dude. I think this is better.
All right,
honestly,
the Century Tournament of
we
Champions.
just cover the topic.
Right.
It doesn't matter in what order.
The Century Tournament of Champions was, I thought, a pretty good tournament. I didn't get to watch much. Did you get to watch any at all?
No, I did not.
Okay. I mean, it looked nice. Kapalua was nice. No one balled out of control like the year before when they were shooting 30s, and the year before even that when they were shooting like 36s.
Mhm.
So it was good. Chris Kirk got the win. I think it was kind of close down to the wire a little bit, but he pulled it out. I think he won by a stroke or two. Crazy that Chris Kirk won that tournament. If you gave me, there was 53 players I think in the tournament. If you gave me 45 guesses, I would not have guessed Chris Kirk. Probably.
Nope.
So he would have been in my bottom 8 choices of winning. Probably. I wonder what his odds are to
by
win.
like hole 6, 17.
Yeah,
like 17 or 8.
yeah.
Like going into 18, it was.
Yeah, I
like,
think
dude,
it was
you could have
already-
just hit
yeah.
5 iron, 5 iron, 5 iron all the way up there just to make a par, and you would have won.
Right.
You know, it was actually the only thing I did take away from that was seeing our homeboy Kevin Kisner in the booth doing some broadcasting, which was
Awesome.
quite a sight to see, because you know how Kevin Kisner is. You know, he's a pleasure. He's a pleasure to be around. He's a pleasure to see. You know, talking and speaking. You know, the way he uses words and things like that, phrases. The dude's a funny guy. He's
Yeah.
I think he brought more attention to that tournament. Honestly,
I agree. I think he's got that Snyder thing going on
Mhm.
where, like, you know, they have that charisma. They can just keep it rolling. But the thing about it is, I've heard him on podcasts and stuff, but being on live TV, I was nervous that maybe he wouldn't be able to bring that same energy we've seen him bring on almost everything. But he wasn't nervous. I thought maybe he might be a little nervous. I mean, you're on live TV. There's no editing. There's none of that. So I thought maybe it would be too much for him, but he seemed to like wet his feet a little bit. He did that interview with Brendan fucking God, I forgot his last name. No, a golfer. He golfed at Georgia with him, but it doesn't matter. But he did a little walk-in interview with that guy while he was golfing, had him in his ear. Kiz was asking great questions, great banter back and forth. And then I think that kind of like wet his feet a little bit. And then they even said like, wow, that was a great interview. And then I think he just kind of took off from there. So it was exciting. Kevin Kisner, he's a jokester, bro.
Everyone gave him his flowers.
Great knowledge, great inside knowledge too. It's like the Tony Romo of golf commentating. You know, when Tony first came on a couple years ago, he would call out plays and people were like, this is fucking crazy. You know what I mean? And Kiz does the same thing, or might give you behind the scenes look at like different things that go on the course or off the course that you just don't even know. So it was great to hear him. Yeah. Kiz is the man. So
and Kevin Kisner, he's Kevin Kisner. You know, no matter like the only thing you're not getting from him is the F bombs and the swear words while he's on TV. Other than that, the personality is all there.
Of course.
You know, that doesn't switch up any.
Yeah. He was himself the whole time, and it was so fluid and easy for him. You're like, wow, okay, he could do this. You know. I wonder if he ever thought about doing it before, but he killed it now. So
he's the ultimate people person.
Yeah.
I did hear him say though that he won't ever think about like doing that as a job unless, you know, they pay him that money, because he can make way more playing golf and then being his own boss, you know, playing on tour.
Oh, well, yeah.
Obviously. He's like, so unless they, you know, gave him that cash, he's not thinking about it.
Yeah.
Ain't thinking about it.
No. There's not enough pleasure in that when you're playing golf and getting paid, you know. At a certain point, once he gets towards the end of his career, I think he might want to commentate, but you know, he's still got some years on him. I think he'll be all right. But it was great to see him. The Century Tournament of Champions was a pretty good kickoff. It wasn't the same without the defending champ there. It kind of had this like lull. It did. It felt like a little bit different. Not the same. So
it sucks though when it's like you have Kevin Kisner out there at a tournament like this when the scores are so low, you have nothing to talk about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of course. No one to kind of shut down, no one to kind of talk that shit about, you know, and kind of throw some jabs at while he's on the broadcast.
None of that.
It's like everybody's just hitting great shots. And they're all landing in the same little areas,
same birdie putt. So he was calling it out. They're gonna miss it left because everybody else missed it left. And
I wish he had. It'll be cool. They're talking about him being there for the waste management and broadcasting that. So that'll be pretty cool because you know how the fans are there.
Nice.
And
Yeah.
how that tournament is.
Yeah, no, that'll be sick. Okay.
That's a fun
Nice. Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
bunch of fun there.
I'm so happy we went to that tournament as the first tournament. We couldn't have picked a better first tournament.
Well,
honestly. I don't think
I've
so.
been to the Rocket Mortgage.
Oh,
before
you're
that.
right.
But
You're right.
that was
Okay,
like
never mind.
And I went to
Never
Oakland
mind.
Hills practice round in
You went to it?
2008.
Really?
I think it was.
Dang, you were a youngin.
Yeah. I had some autographs. Actually, just found them the other
Really?
day. Yeah. I have Tom Pernice Jr., I believe is what
Okay.
his name is. And
Nice.
I have like four other people, but I don't know who the other guys are.
Okay. I saw my homie who I got an autograph just signed with Lululemon today. Did you see that? Min Woo Lee?
Did he?
Yeah.
Of
He was the
course.
first golfer to be signed by Lululemon. So that's pretty cool. I'm excited for him. He's such a fucking baller, and now to be signed by them too, that's pretty cool.
That
so
fits his
shout out
skinny
to
ass
him.
legs
It
a little bit
does.
better.
Yeah, like the
shape
style
of
is
his
him.
body.
Yeah, the
Doesn't
style
look
is
as
him
bad.
for sure. So yeah, exactly.
His bitch ass
So-
twig legs.
That was the Century Tournament of Champions Club Challenge picks for the Sony Open. Nick, who did you pick?
This week?
Yeah,
Corey Connors.
Corey Connors.
Canadian.
Yeah,
The Canadian.
I almost picked him, but then you picked him. So
It was either between him or Russell Henley for me.
Ooh, Russell Henley. He finished the year so well last year.
Last year, I think he was like top 25 too.
Yeah.
For this tournament.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I think I was
Nice.
21st place, I believe.
Okay. So, and then Steve picked. Should we call him or?
You want to call him?
Yeah,
we can call him.
My pick was Sahith Theegala. He played very well last week. He finished very high. I think he shot like 9 or 10 under in the last day. He finished, I think, top 5. So, and he just said he just felt great the whole time. So, knowing that, I was like, you know what? All right, maybe he might win this next tournament. He's one of, I don't know how many people played in the last tournament that are also playing in this tournament. I don't think it's too many, so that's also an advantage.
Yeah, these tournaments are small. They're real light right now.
Yeah, they're real light.
Why is it?
So,
what the fuck?
I don't know what that's about. Also, Rory and Justin Thomas weren't in the Century Tournament of Champions. I'm assuming because Rory won a tournament last year, right? I know Justin didn't, so he didn't qualify. Did Rory win one and just decided not to go to it?
I don't remember Rory winning one last year. Do you?
I don't know. I can't remember. But that was also like a weird thing. So no John Rahm, no Justin Thomas, no Rory.
This is why we don't play like trivia, golf trivia, anything like that.
Yeah, don't ask us that. Not on the spot. We can look it up like a motherfucker though. So yeah, it was just a different vibe for that tournament. But the Sony Open, they got a good field. But I thought Sahith had that advantage, like I said, playing literally a couple days ago, playing well a couple days ago, staying in Hawaii, maybe not being jet lagged like maybe some of the other guys. So I thought that might be an advantage. So we'll see. It's on right now. I was watching it. They teed off at noon. I saw Justin Rose and Matsuyama. And who else? I think that was about it for the most part.
That is one good thing I love about them playing in.
Yeah, it's great.
It's like
you get night golf.
Yeah, and you can watch it late at night, bro.
It's great. It's great. It's great. Night golf is
pretty. That's pretty fucking nice.
Mm-hmm. It goes on from
that sounded nice. That was a good gulp.
Was it?
Yeah.
A real healthy one?
You got, yeah.
Thanks, man. All those microplastics I just swallowed. Yeah, they were delicious.
Got dry mouth? Bad right now?
Dude, I was so cooked when we first got down here. That's why when I was like, oh, the podcast started, I felt like I sat down here for 3 seconds and then it was already up and running, but it was probably like 5 minutes or something. I don't know.
I feel like your mouth dries out like a fucking raisin as soon as you get done smoking weed.
Yeah, I would
immediately.
Agree.
You're like, dude, I need like probably anybody though.
I would agree with that statement because as soon as I get why do you think I always got a water bottle with me, dude? Always. You will not catch me without a water on me because I don't want to be caught with fucking cottonmouth. That shit sucks. All right, so Sony Open. Let's call Steve, see who his pick was. We got our 2 picks, and then we'll go to the word of the day and golf simulator. So while I'm dialing Steve, don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe.
Follow. We got some shorts coming out. Nick's been kicking ass.
We are going to be posting a lot on the YouTube channel here. We plan on it. Obviously we have our podcast every Thursday, so that's once a week. Gonna try and post videos Tuesdays, and then maybe throw in a weekend video.
Yeah.
Along with we got YouTube shorts coming up.
What's up? What's up, sir? We got you live on the podcast. We just did our 2 picks for this week. You want to tell the crowd who your pick is?
Let me take a look. Try to paint my
You're hilarious. I wonder how many golfers have already teed off. Probably almost all of them.
You guys hadn't teed off. My guy was 1 or 3 last I saw. Oh, okay. It's a Chris Kirk. Keep them.
He shouted that one.
I don't even believe him right now.
Chris Kirk, T7.
I'm gonna have to see this for myself.
Okay. So
I'm peeping it right now.
So Chris Kirk, let the people know what was the reasoning behind it, and obviously it could, just explain it for him.
Oh damn, Kisner +5. That ain't good.
Yeah, he shouldn't have been in the booth. He should have been swinging last week.
He does good on these greens. He won. I mean, I was hurting after last. Luckily, there was no cut.
Yeah, you snuck by that one.
Yeah, luckily.
Tigala hasn't teed off.
Just tiptoed right on by there.
O'Connors, they haven't teed off yet too either. But yeah, no, it was a.
Seriously, hasn't teed off yet?
No, it's pretty start of the year. You don't know who's going to do what,
Of course.
Berg looked like he was doing good over there in Euro, and I wanted to jump on him.
That would be Aubert, my friend. Aubert.
We can call him
pronunciation.
Call him a loser because he didn't shoot one last week.
Yeah, he didn't do nothing for you. Just when you thought you had the hottest pick of the week, boy let you down.
Yeah, because a lot of these guys haven't played in 3 months. Some of them have been playing over. Like I know, Bird was playing, but
did you get to hear Kisner while he was in the booth? Did you get to hear any of that dialogue?
A little bit here and there. I heard him. He was giving Jordan the business when he missed that.
Yeah, he was.
Yep.
He's like, you just got to walk up and hit it.
Yep.
3 feet.
Talking about Scotty Scheffler's setup too, the way he sets up for his putts is identical to how he sets up for his tee shots with the driver.
Yeah, well, it's a lot easier when you can the fairway fucking 80 yards wide compared to a cup that's about.
Well, what he does is he keeps his stance. His feet are
super wide
outside the target or whatever, right? So like when he's putting, his feet are pointing to the right of the target, and then his shoulders are pointing inward, left, like at it. And that's his same setup.
He knows he follows through to the left.
The same setup as less driver and stuff. But the thing is, like, you can get away with that on the driver because you have more room.
Of course.
You have more room.
Of course.
The putter is just a small little putting stroke, and everything has to be spot on.
Yes.
So I know it was pretty interesting. I heard him talk about that.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder if that's because maybe he follows through to the left at like the most comfortable, and then they just work around that and go, okay, well,
that's a new putting coach this year, and I'd be shocked if that's not one thing that they're working on.
You know who else has a new putting coach or short game coach is Victor Hovland, which is crazy because he just got that guy last year, had the best short game year by far for him.
Yeah.
Won him like 5 tournaments or something crazy combined like with Ryder Cup and stuff. And then now he's not with them. I was like,
yeah, that was an odd.
Yeah.
You sure you want to do that?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like,
when train, maybe he got a little big for his britches or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna be watching his short game very closely this year to see like, all right, are you like maintaining or did you decide like, I don't know.
How would you feel though? Like do great, leave the coach, have a shit year, like short game, like you just go crawling back to me. You're like, you were right, I was wrong.
You're smart, I'm dumb. Yeah, I mean, you definitely go crawling back to your coach unless, you
burn that bridge.
Well, if you have a large ego and it doesn't allow you to do that, which there are plenty of people who that would, apply to, then they won't. But like Ricky Fowler went back to Butch Harmon, right? That was his swing coach.
Yeah. Yep.
He went back and hey, it's working. He's coming back around for the most part. So it's like
that guy though. So it seems
Hovland doesn't seem like that guy.
Coach was like, yeah, I saw you want a bunch of money. I want to up my training.
Right.
My coach would be the fucking
premium.
I don't know about all that. You told me everything I need to know.
Right. Exactly. So, okay, we'll be watching that. Oh, I have a random question for you. How many wins do you think Colin Morikawa is going to get this year?
This year, one.
One. That's your over under is 0.5.
Maybe.
All right, here let's throw out some over unders for you. Did he do this with us before or no?
No, he didn't. No,
you didn't do this with us. Okay, so it was just Nick and I. So I'll throw out some players. You give me over unders on how many wins they're going to have this year.
I did this.
Right.
We did this.
Yeah. So Scotty Scheffler.
Over 1.5.
1.5. Okay. And you don't have to say over or under if you don't want, but you can say it if you do think that it will hit. Okay. Victor Hovland.
1.
Jordan Spieth.
1.
Rory McIlroy.
3.
Max Homa. We had one off the beaten path. What was that one? Remember? Was it Russell? No, it wasn't Russell. It was
Ryan Hart?
JT Poston or what do you think JT Poston will get? You think he'll get a win?
No, we talked about Will Zalatoris, didn't we?
Yeah. Do you think Will Zalatoris will come back and get a dub?
When does he come back? Is he back this week?
He was already back, but then I think he maybe like re-aggravated it. Like I think he played in one of those fall tournaments. And then he should be back soon, though. I think he's in the lineup for one of these tournaments coming up pretty soon.
I think it is next week.
I need to see some performance out of him,
right? Because he didn't play well. Because him and Tiger, it was Tiger's tournament. Him and Tiger weren't playing too hot. So I remember that. Okay. What about Hideki Matsuyama?
I don't know if he wins.
Okay. All right. Who do you think is going to be Player of the Year?
Rory.
Okay. Nick, I didn't ask you that. Who do you think is going to be Player of the Year?
That's a great question. He said Rory?
Yeah, he said Rory. I'll give you time. I don't know if I believe this pick that I'm going to say, but I'm hoping it is. And I'm hoping it's Max Homa.
I wanted to say him, and then
I'm hoping it is. I'm a big fan. I love his swing. He's just a cool dude. He's down to earth. He likes to joke around.
I think he wins the Genesis, and I think he wins the U.S.
He's due to win the Genesis one of these times, dude. That's like his home tournament. Oh, yeah, he did win it.
Yeah, he did.
You're right.
No.
Yep, you're right. He did.
He won last year, and except for Rahm just wouldn't get caught.
Rahm was...
But it was kind of bullshit. Wasn't that the round where Rahm like sent a couple OB and got free drops?
I wouldn't doubt it. We talk about that like once a quarter. How much we hate fucking stadium seating and free drop.
Yeah.
Dropped a couple and got free drops.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. They do it at like every 8th tournament. Their stadium seating that's like in the most inconvenient location. And it's like, okay, it's at 305. Like they all can't hit 305. Like, okay.
Into the
yeah, exactly. It's crazy. But all right. Well, yeah, I got Max Homa and Nick. Do you got a pick over there?
Yeah,
you can pick the same as us if you.
No, I'm gonna go with Matthew Fitzpatrick.
Really?
Yeah.
Matthew Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, I was watching. He might be able to do something this year.
Yeah.
I think he gets at least one win this year.
I think he does. Yeah, I think he just does something this year. I think something just happens with him. Something clicks. He finds something. His brother's
been playing great on the European tour, so that could get him pretty motivated to like up his game a little bit more too. So okay, Matthew Fitzpatrick. I wonder when they're going to release the next season of what's it? Full Swing, right? That's what it's called.
It's coming up.
Is it? It's got to be coming up here pretty soon. Oh, it was February last year.
I think it's coming up.
Yeah, it's got to be coming up soon because I watched it in Milwaukee. All right.
Man, they got a bunch of good stuff too that they can throw on there.
You're so funny. Yeah, it probably took you like 9 months, dude. You're hilarious. There's like 8 episodes.
I didn't want it to end.
Like I refuse to watch like 5 episodes.
I feel you. That's how I feel about when I'm eating Reese's. I'm like, man, I don't want this to end, but eventually it does. Yeah, exactly.
It's funny because
same one.
You love how Rory just says "fuck you, Phil" in the last episode of that too, and then now he's like, he doesn't say "fuck you, John Rahm."
It's crazy. He actually says I was wrong.
He apologizes.
He actually says, "You know what? I was wrong for judging them."
Fuck.
Which is exactly what we said.
Cool story that Fisher was telling.
No.
Those are fucking hilarious. So I guess it was like the President's Cup or the Ryder Cup. I think it's probably the President's Cup. I don't think he was on the Ryder Cup, but I think Kuchar, somebody comes up to him, one of the captains, and is like, yeah, you're getting paired with fucking Phil today. He's like, what the fuck? He's like, I hit every fairway. Phil can't hit a fairway. Well, how'd I get paired with him? And then they go, Phil's got some sort of astronomer that says that he'll play best with you. And he's like,
shut the fuck up, dude.
Oh, yeah, he goes up to Phil, like, what the hell? What are you talking about, some astronomer? He goes, yeah, I got this guy, he said, we said we'll play best. He goes, but anytime I have to hit, you have to face me. He goes, full energy for your stomach. And then he's like, what the fuck are you talking about? For sure as shit, they go out, and every time Phil goes in, he's like, hey, kids, come over here. And he has to, face him. And I think they said they missed one fairway that whole day, and it was actually Kisner that missed the fairway.
Really?
So, yeah, and it was...
So it worked.
Then he tells another story.
You're breaking up.
Or no, they were playing together again, and it was alternate shot. Kisner hits one down the fairway, goes to Phil, and he's like, yeah, man, you probably won't know what to do from here. You don't usually play from the fairway. And Phil's like, oh, ha, and I guess he had 230 into the wind, tight pin location, bunker in front. I guess he hits a 3-iron, just ropes it, just throws it to 2-3 feet, and Kisner's like, wow, nice shot, bro. And Phil's like, yeah, no thanks. And then he's like, wait a minute, kids. He's like, I just want you to know that I made that look a lot easier than what it is. So it was fucking, he had two of them. I was dying laughing.
Yeah, I bet. Phil's the man, dude. Those two.
So I'm excited to start reading that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I bet. That's going to be a good book.
So
those two probably got some bangers of jokes that they just lay across each other.
Yeah, all sorts of stories too. I'm sure of just wild shit
back and forth.
Dude, I heard
after joke.
The golf and then just hanging out and drinking with the pros after. That'd be great.
I know. I heard Brian Harmon recently. He was in an interview and they were like, "Do you have any stories from the Sony, back in the day?" Because he's been playing in it for over a decade. He goes, yeah, in 2012, I was paired in a threesome with me and this other guy. He's not even a golfer anymore, I don't think. And then this young guy, and the young guy dribbled the tee shot twice. He goes, and I looked over at the other pro, and we were like, man, this kid's not going to make it. And he goes, a couple years later, he's kicking ass, and it was Hideki Matsuyama. Yeah, and I was like, damn, dude. He's like, he was so nervous. He's like, he's probably 16, 17. He's like dribbled a couple off the tee. He's like, this kid's never gonna make it. And the next thing you know, he's fucking balling out. But yeah, it just goes to show you that, pressure can get to the best of them too, for sure.
There's pressure out there everywhere.
Yeah. So, but it was a interesting story. He was just laughing about it. He's like, man, it's crazy. And then he won the Masters.
Any hole-in-ones on your simulator yet?
Just a birdie.
Not yet. Yeah, we do have a birdie.
Just a birdie.
Yeah.
Boy over here.
Yeah.
How does the putting work? Is it if you're in?
Oh, we got it way better now.
We're figuring it out, but it's better than what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
We're gonna. Are you coming over this weekend?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna swing by. You guys give me a chat. Let me know what's the deal for Saturday. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can make that a day.
Yep.
Get some content.
I might do that Friday actually, so it should be fine.
All right, deal. Yeah, Saturday I'll be over, or I'll be home watching the games. We're gonna go out to West Bloomfield pretty early if you want to go, and then.
What are you guys doing? You guys looking at clubs?
Yeah,
I gotta get a driver.
Nick's getting a driver.
Oh, Nick's scooping a little driver.
Yeah.
The time has come.
I got a tailor-made. I give you it basically for free.
Yeah.
Like $280 or something. It's got my juice all written all over.
Well, that's the thing too.
Good.
Is there's nothing good about the club anymore. Maybe before you hit it
3 years ago.
Before you hit it, but I mean, once you hit it, everything was lost. The magic in that club was lost as soon as you touched it.
I tuned up the sweet spot. It's even larger than
tuned it up.
I 10x.
That's great. Yeah, so he's gonna grab a driver, and then I'll probably just window shop a little bit.
I might have Kody video it the whole time too, with my GoPro.
New ping. That new ping sounds fucking dope.
I don't know. I'll hit a few and see what the stats are.
I like the way them pings sound. Fucking Evan hits his a mile. So
yeah, and they look sick.
It's crazy how one club.
Sweet, flat black look.
Yeah, it's nice.
It look mean. If you were to be like, what does the golf club look like? If it looks mean, that's the one I would think of.
For real. Seriously, that's a great way to put it.
True that.
So, so we'll be doing that. Nick's committed. He's buying the club.
I'm getting a club.
We're not going there to figure out which club. We're going there.
I'm getting. It's gonna be. I'm getting.
You might have to order it.
Well, I'm getting it fitted for me.
Right. So.
Well.
Yeah, and then we should be home. The first game I think is 4:30 on Saturday. The Browns versus Texans. We'll definitely be home before that, and then
let's make some content, bro, for the channel.
We'll be golfing all night. 4:30 to the second game is at 8:00. I'll be golfing during that too. We'll have it on. Yeah, so
great. Well, yeah,
come over whenever.
I think it's Saturday, and I'll let you guys know.
Yeah, bring your clubs, bring your golf shoes. Fucking.
Yeah, I'm doing the swing, man. I feel like I'm. I think this is it. This is the year.
This is the year. You damn right it is.
No excuses now.
Yeah, you get to golf as. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, we get to play a course called Brandon Dunes too.
Oh, Brandon Dunes? I like Brandon Dunes.
Yeah, Brandon Dunes.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Shad was watching Kody and I or whatever play on the simulator there, and it's how it says Brandon Dunes, the course name up there in the top right. Well, the whole time he thought we were playing somebody on the computer, and his name was Brandon Dunes.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, because we played the night before the same course, and he goes, "Dude, the whole time yesterday I thought we were playing some guy named Brandon Dunes."
That course is so nice. They got it booked out for like 2 years.
Oh yeah, I mean, Nick and I actually just snuck on a tee time yesterday.
You can get out there, with
we got out there with no problem. I think they gave us a cart and everything. We played 9 holes.
We don't even like carts on. That's crazy.
No, we did. We walked it, but we did it in record.
We didn't have a cart. It was great.
A lot more walking this year. I got that push cart. Kody a little easy at
dude, we're definitely walking more this year. I'm so pumped. I'm ready. We're going to walk. We're going to have a good time. We're going to hit some good golf shots, better golf shots than last year. We have no excuse now. The simulator chipping's going to be better. Dude, when I show you what this simulator can do. I mean, yeah, we got some excuses. There's bat lights. There's shots. There's birdie juice.
We're going to be hitting in front of cameras now?
Yeah, hitting in front of cameras.
Used to that, man.
That's pretty easy, though. I mean,
I don't know.
I do that like all the time.
Makes Steve a little nervous. Yeah. He gets the jitters when the camera's turned on.
It's in the cornfields.
You guys haven't seen, watch that YouTube video.
Yeah, that was great. You just roped it up there, dude. That was fucking awesome.
My foot slipped out on that one.
It did. That was a great one.
I was telling it to go, telling it to stop. I told it. Jesus.
There were multiple different calls.
A lot of emotions. On that one.
I'm excited to play Calderon this year. That's always a fun one.
Yeah, I like that one. I do like that one. I really do.
It's a gem.
We played it not this past year, but the year before, I think. And we had a great time. Great time. So, yep, I'm excited. But all right, Holmes, thanks for giving us your pick. We're about to wrap this up. And I will be seeing you this weekend. Yes, sir.
Later, Steve.
Peace.
Big hugs, penny kisses.
What else do we say?
All right.
I don't know.
One time, bitch. Fuck you.
Yeah.
All right. So that was Steve Snyder.
Wow, he didn't even hit our catch line.
Yeah, he didn't. He must be too excited,
bro. The guy doesn't even hit it. This is how you know it's only 2 pars in the birdie.
You're so funny.
Change the sign, change all the merch.
So, the word of the day. You want to do that before we kick it off?
Word
golf simulator.
We're
gonna have plenty to talk about on that.
Yeah, we'll run through this really quickly.
6:03 p.m. In case you guys were wondering
word of the day today is Swank.
Drink more water, ladies and gentlemen.
Drink more water by Swank. Yeah.
Swank.
That's the word of the day, Swank. Which
like
means
style,
dashing smartness, as in dress or appearance.
Yep. That's a term from when the 40s. I feel like swank.
Went to a fashion show. It was full of swank.
Yeah, like the way
right, something like that.
Well, swank is like having style. With
all their outfits.
Who in the PGA Tour has like nice style? I don't know.
Well, models have swank, dude.
Yes. Models have swank.
So that's why you say you go to that fashion show.
Oh, for sure.
Why do I say show? Fashion show. No, it's fashion show, bro. So you go to a fashion show and you'll get yourself a lot of swank.
That was great. That was great. Yeah, I mean, when I go on dates, I dress pretty swank. Definitely.
She doesn't think so.
I mean, I would hope that she thinks
that
so.
guy doesn't think so.
I'm not wearing like a hoodie or anything most of the time. I'm usually wearing something nice. But I don't go on very many dates, so I don't look very swank very often.
Bruh.
But I like to look swank for the holidays. You know, catch me on the holidays. Your boy's looking fly.
If you can.
And yeah. But I'm glad that word doesn't exist anymore because I don't like saying it. It's not very.
Swank?
It's not very
Well,
like.
guess
It
what?
doesn't just roll off the tongue.
Fuck that. We're about to bring that shit back.
No.
Let's start it now, Kody. You and I can start a trend again. We can start this.
Is this like Mean Girls? Like
we can bring back this word. I'm telling you.
We're not bringing swank. No. You can't bring fetch
Steve
back.
saying, dude, if I can get Steve saying stud muffin, then he can say
hilarious.
swank.
I mean, a lot more people do say "hell yeah, brother" now, and it's been quite a while. And then that came
I'm
back.
gonna just start saying bruh.
Like, bruh. Yeah, I haven't said that in a long time. All right, so simulator.
Bruh.
Let's start with you. What do you think?
What I think.
How do you like it?
I like it. It's everything that I thought it was going to be and more.
Okay.
It's awesome. I love your setup. The way you have everything set up is top notch. We will show you guys a video of it here on the YouTube channel.
We just want it to be finalized.
We want it to everything be finalized. But it's done. We're swinging. We just played golf on it yesterday, last night. So as you just heard, and it's great. The putting, we did have to kind of figure out some things for how it was registering the putts and, all that, the speed of it, whatever. But all in all, dude, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's plenty of room. Plenty. You're going to have the putting green arriving here in the next couple days or something.
I think today or tomorrow or something.
You have, the artificial turf lined up all on the one side where the simulator is at, and it looks phenomenal, dude. You did good. Did good.
Yeah, no, I mean I didn't know what to expect. I mean, we talked about this numerous times. Like, I still didn't know what to expect the whole time, but as we assembled it, really the screen, when we all put the screen on is when I was like, okay, like this is getting real. The screen's there. Because I wasn't sure how to make that work. I'm taking a 10-foot screen and I'm shrinking it down to 8 feet in size. Like,
so you got a 10-foot screen.
Yeah, 10 by 10.
The projector enclosure is only 8 feet, or how does that work?
It's 10 feet wide and 8 feet tall.
Okay.
So 2 feet of excess, like in height. We rolled it over the back and then we bungeed it down to the bottom pole. And that worked out perfect. But I mean, before that day, we didn't have a plan. Like, you know what I mean? We got there and we all brainstormed, which, man, I love doing. Just sitting there and going, all right, this is the problem we have. Problem A. We got to solve this problem. And Andy says something and I go, no, I thought about that. What about this? And then my dad's like, no, because maybe you'll hit this. And then we're just bouncing ideas off each other. And then eventually we land on a great idea of the bungee cords going through every, eye hole and or eyelid. And it worked out perfect.
It works out great.
It worked out absolutely perfect.
Yeah, so the ball doesn't bounce off the screen like real hard. You don't have any objects behind it that are, having it reflect off of. So that's
I mean, there's some tightening up we need to do, but like Nick said, we haven't tied everything down until maybe this weekend or next weekend because we still have some stuff coming in. I need to clean up first. I want to make sure everything's out. Once Jason grabs all the stuff out, then I'll sweep, make sure everything's good, clean the mats, everything, and then we'll tape everything down, and then everything will be permanent. Permanent.
Try that again. All right, good.
Talk, dude. Talking is so difficult.
Good job.
Today.
You got it though.
I'm proud of myself. I deserve
a fashion show. I still can't. I almost said it again.
Okay.
Fashion style. It's the word.
You just want to go to the fashion
style, bro,
and go shopping. Who knows? So the golf simulator is pretty kick-ass. We played 9 holes. We figured out a couple things yesterday, but as we were wrapping up, Nick and I were like, all right, we got to figure out more things about this program, GS Pro Golf. And I did a little bit of research today while I was at work, and it's unbelievable the things you can do. Like the thing that I want to do first is you can set your yardages for your clubs. So there's a setting in there. You go to your player, you go to your bag, and you can manually put in your yardages, or you can click this button that says set yardages or something like that. And what it does is it takes you to the driving range, and it goes through all your clubs, and you get 5 attempts with every club, and it gives you your carry yardage, because carry yardage is the most important yardage you need to know. Like in any aspect, whether it's rainy or anything, you want to know your carry, because different things will change throughout the round that will affect the roll and all that. But your carry's your carry. You know what I mean? So they give you your carry for all your clubs. You swing them all 5 times, and then they give them, and it's listed. And then once you're playing in a round, it tells you which club you should be using based on your carry. So, like, say you and I want to play one of those online rounds, and we do a 2-man scramble, and it's logged into me, and it logged into you, Nick and Kody, and our bags are registered in the app, and we go to play, and it's your turn, and you're 145 out, and it knows that your 9-iron carries 142. It's gonna already like suggest your 9-iron for you.
Okay.
It's gonna know your shit inside and out. So it's pretty fucking dope. So I'm super excited to use that feature and really get my yardages. Like that, I will have our yardages now. Like for sure, have our yardages. I mean, it'll be different on grass. I get that, but we'll have a ballpark of our yardages. Mm-hmm. So that'll be really exciting to have. What else? There's, like I said, different online tournaments that you can do, which is crazy. You can register to do online tournaments for all different levels. Like there's tournaments that you can participate in based on your handicap that I might not want to do. There's tournaments that I can do based on my handicap, like people my handicap range. Everyone who's registered as an online golfer is in this giant pool of standings, and their standings. If you play one round, you're in that standing. So there's thousands of golfers.
What? Okay.
You know what I mean? And you can compare your standings to other people. You can
love to do that.
Yeah.
And you said you can do like 2-man scrambles and stuff like that.
2-man scrambles, all sorts of things. Alternate shot, all sorts of tournaments.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah. People are always creating tournaments. There's just a GS Pro tournament in general. There's a GS Pro Cup or something like that where you can play. They have every year, and like if you do well enough, you make it to the finals and go somewhere and play. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous.
Wow.
It's just insane. They have a community on Discord. They have one on Reddit. They have one on all sorts of Facebook group. I'm on the Facebook group for GS Pro. People are creating courses all the time. People contribute to it. So people are creating courses like literally like once a week, once every other week. New courses pop up.
That'd be so tough to do, though.
That people are making, either fictional courses or they're creating their own courses
if it's
from
anything
home.
Like trying to make a video or a course on PGA.
Yeah. Oh, I bet.
So fucking hard.
I bet.
So fucking hard.
I bet it's so crazy. And these guys are making, and girls are making awesome courses. I mean, there's so many on there. The course they're playing this weekend, guess what? It's on there. So that means
can you download?
We're gonna play that course.
Let's do it.
Yeah, we're gonna play that course this weekend.
All right.
I'll probably play it a couple times, honestly. I plan on playing whatever course they're playing pretty much the whole weekend. So like if they're in Hawaii, I'll play that course all weekend. I'll get better and better and better, and hopefully by Sunday I shoot a better round than I did on Friday.
Yeah, you should try and like put your score in like their leaderboard too. To see what you would place, like compared to that.
I mean, it's cool because we teed off from the whites and Bandon Dunes, and I felt like it was a what's the word I'm looking for? We could take advantage of the course. Like it was a scoreable course.
Oh, very much.
You know what I mean?
Very much.
It didn't feel like it was playing too hard. It didn't feel like it was playing too easy. Between 360 and like 450 holes, give or take, and the par 5 was about 520. It was it was a hard course sometimes. There was the ocean to your left.
They just put it right in the middle of the fairway.
And Nick got punished a couple times.
The ocean hole fucked me.
Yeah, he lost 4 or 5 strokes on that.
Really, that's what screwed my score.
Yeah, but we're gonna figure it out. The tilt and roll, like I was telling Nick upstairs.
Figure that out, yeah.
You really have to. It's very sensitive. You have to make sure everything is very perfect when it comes to that, and it'll really help with how the launch monitor detects your shot and different shots. There's all sorts of tricks. Like the guy I was watching on YouTube, he said for real short chips, like basement chips, like literally like 8 to 10 yards, like just off the green. He goes, it's hard to sense that because people only want to hit it just a little bit. He goes, so one thing that I learned is move the ball closer to the sensor a little bit, so like towards the end of the mat, and then do like a faster chip. Like you can still chip the short distance you want, but just kind of chip through it real fast.
Mhm.
He goes, and it'll sense it a lot better. And then he showed it. He's like, I'll do it 3 times. And he did it, and it sensed it each time. And short, like, little tricks like that are what's going to help us to really feel like our score on there is correct, because right now for the next like couple of weeks our score is going to be off because the putting's a little off and the chipping's
Once
a little
you figure
off, and the blah, blah, blah,
everything in still.
yeah. So like I'm
it's
not
gonna
worrying
take
about my
time.
score right now. I'm just worrying about like,
No.
all right, let's just try and hit a good shot here. Let's try and put it on the green or keep it in the fairway, blah blah blah. But I'm not like, oh man, my score, I got a bogey or a double bogey.
Right. Like it's close.
Yeah.
But it's not perfect.
Yeah, it's not perfect.
Right? Like,
but we're gonna try and get there and try and get it as close to perfect as possible, so that we can just ball out and have very accurate data. We have the club ball interface screen as well.
yeah, what you just were showing me.
That shows all sorts
That's
of
so cool.
information.
That's so
club path. I mean, rotation, ball rotation, launch, all sorts of things. I mean, it gives you all the information you could possibly want about the data about how your club is hitting the ball and where it's going and what it's doing and what it should be doing. It's crazy. Like once we really get into that and like reading that data and plotting that data and understanding how it feels to swing to get those numbers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can already shape your shots pretty well, but once you get those numbers telling you, oh, it's going 11 degrees to the right now, you come from the inside and you're like, okay, I need that power fade. Like, okay, that one's in my bag now. Cool. I know what that feels like. You're going to really know, instead of just like, I hope it does it. Like the numbers are going to show you, like, if you're going to hit it like 8 times and go, okay, it's fading to the right 11 degrees every time. And this is what it feels like. All right, cool. Now I kind of know what it feels like. So it should be able to tell you quite a bit of information.
So much on there that you can do. Just so much.
So much.
It's crazy how much stuff you can do with that thing.
Yeah, it's crazy. You can play against people online, which is cool. So like when you get yours, we can play online.
Yeah.
Like you can play and I can play. There's the setting that the guy showed me where you can change it so that you can play the whole hole and then I'll play. So like if we kind of have a party or more people, I'll turn that setting on. That way people can play the whole hole. That way I'm not like, Nick, where you at? Like, Brian, where you got?
That's
like
what you would have to do.
You just play the whole hole. Which is
then the other person plays.
And then the other person plays the whole.
That's way better.
That's the way it's easiest. It's easiest when you have like 4 or more.
That's the way to go.
Or more. When you have 2 to 4.
They should just do that at X Golf. Why the fuck would they not do that there?
I think you might be able to turn that on. I don't know how much you can modify at X Golf. If they say you can't touch our shit at all, then maybe you can't. But you might be able to turn that on.
Yeah, I think you can a little bit. I think they let you do that. They let you kind of fuck with the settings.
So yeah, they probably let you do that. But I did learn how to do that. So that's cool. So when I would say anything more than maybe 4 is probably when you want to turn that on.
Yeah.
4 people, we can kind of, we're golfers. Yeah. We know to pay attention. Yeah. But anything more than that, it's like, where's number 6? Where's, whoever else is golfing. So
that'd be sick then if we can get Steve to come over, have us 3 over there.
Yeah, Cooley's coming over, I think.
Is he?
Yeah.
Saturday?
Yep, Saturday. Right. Brian said he's coming over tomorrow before hockey.
Nice.
So we'll play a little bit. So I'm excited. I hit the driving range after dinner yesterday. And I would say just kind of wedges up to 8 iron, 7 iron a little bit, and then I finished with 3 wood. It's good. The longer clubs, I already struggle with regular because they're longer clubs, and now that it's raised, it's a mental thing right now that I gotta get over. I gotta get over it. Because you saw me, I smashed the 3 wood like I think the first swing or whatever. But then I popped one up, a couple different shots. So I gotta get used to it being a little bit closer and the longer club.
Yeah, I was like chunking it when I would miss it the first couple times because I was like not used to it being raised up.
Right. That quarter inch makes
I was like, fuck, bro. I gotta like choke up on my club or kind of pull up.
It's like it's teed up. Like you're teeing off with the 3 wood.
Yeah, exactly.
As opposed to hitting it off the green.
Exactly.
Yeah. Or off the fairway, whatever. You wouldn't hit your 3 wood off the green. I hope. Jeez. But yeah, so there's little ins and outs that we're gonna learn. But the wedges, the irons, those are pretty pure or fat. You know, if you hit a fat, I hit a fat shot, and I knew it right away. I was like, oh man, I was fat, and it showed up on the screen.
Yeah, once you got the screen adjusted to the right size,
Yep.
man, it looks so crisp too.
Oh, yeah.
And then like the way you actually can hit into it, and you just see the ball kind of go up into there. It's like it's just so, I don't know, it's mesmerizing almost. It's so fun to watch, and like the fact that you just have this in your garage is like such an oddity, dude, to have. Like, it is incredible, and you're only, you're not far from me, so it makes it easy. I can go over there and play it all the time.
Come over whenever.
Bro, it is literally the best setup for a golf simulator that out of anyone that I know, for sure, by far.
Oh, yeah, I appreciate that very much. Yeah, I mean, you were a part of it. We put a lot of work in. And I'm happy that we did. I'm happy that there were like cold days and that there were long days and there were like some shitty days a part of it, because it just made it like that much sweeter when we got done. Like,
right. Now, the next step, I think, is what we could do is maybe add a couple fans so we can kind of get some wind in there. So it's like we have the wind from outside as if we're playing with
you're
4 mile an hour winds or like 3 mile an hour winds.
This guy's so funny. He's going to be like, we should get some like fake rain, maybe.
Right. Exactly. Dude, why not?
You know what's cool though?
Get some mist in there from the hose.
Is
just start misting it.
I know we had a lot of music going on, which, man, I love the setup, dude. The music or the TV
we have to
and
watch
everything.
when we make videos there, though.
Oh, yeah.
We got to remember that.
But I like that if I don't have music, which I didn't when I went back out after dinner, all you hear is just birds chirping. That's all you hear.
From the
simulator.
That's
Every
great.
now and then, just birds chirping, birds chirping.
That's great.
And it's just like you're out there, just, pure bliss. Birds chirping, you're having fun, you're sitting there hanging out, hitting good shots. And it was just so much fun, man. I mean, there's a lot of things in my life that I don't really find the ins and outs of all of it. Like, I can't tell you everything you can do on an iPhone, and I've had an iPhone for over a decade. You know what I mean? There's just so many things. I'm not that guy who learns the ins and outs of things that even I like a lot. But I'm going to learn everything I can possibly learn about this golf simulator to make sure I maximize my use and everyone else's use while we're doing it,
and the money you spent on it,
and the money I spent on it, because we can unleash. I'm sure there's so many things that we can do on there, and I'm really excited to see all of the possible things. I'm excited to even just take the launch monitor with us whenever we want to play anywhere or just go to the range. I mean, we can literally take it. I have the app on my phone. You can hit a ball off grass.
Yeah.
And then we go, okay, your carry on grass right now is 183 for your 6-iron, or blah, 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 blah. So it's not even just the simulator. That's most of it. But the launch monitor too. I mean, our game is like...
Flight Scope Mevo. Shout out to them.
Yeah. Shout out to Flight Scope.
You guys make an amazing product.
Yeah, amazing. The dual reading system for the launch monitor is great, because most of them are 1 or 2. Most of them are either radar or they're, I forgot the word. It's a long word, but it's photo something. Yep. It means it takes like 1,000 photos and basically compares each photo, and depending on how the ball's shifting, it measures that spin, different change. Genius. But this uses both. Just like the Bushnell, I think, uses both, which is why it's $15,000.
Exactly.
The Unix or whatever, which is also like $12,000, that one uses both. This one uses both, which I think gives such an accurate reading, especially for inside, especially for shorter distance. We're 10 feet, which is better.
And like, dude, if you get those RCT golf balls by Titleist, I mean, that are made, I mean, they branded
says in the app, it says golf ball or RCT.
Yeah, and so I mean that makes a huge difference as well.
Yeah, they did that update with GS Pro like literally like 3 months ago, so it's perfect timing. And they added the RCT readings. GS Pro teamed with Titleist. They did a whole thing to read the ball, specifically made the ball for it. And yeah, the RCT now has its own settings in the app. I just showed Nick. No other golf ball. It says golf ball, like as if you had the little dots on them that you had to manually put on, or RCT. So even just knowing that, you can tell like it's made for this. Like, I did a lot of research, man.
Dope, man.
I did a lot of research, but it worked out.
I can't wait to show everybody out there listening, and just whatnot, what we're talking about, because right now it's just a big tease. It's such a tease.
It's a tease, but once we get to show it and and we get to make some videos and cool videos of us like grilling out and golfing and just kicking it, just having a good time.
So much content being made, dude.
Yeah.
So much.
There's just plenty to do. We're going to have a good time with it.
That's why you guys really need to subscribe to our YouTube channel right now. Like I said, down below, subscribe. There's the button. Hit it. It's free. Doesn't cost you a dime. So it helps us out immensely, and we would appreciate that. I don't think it's really too much to ask for, honestly. Please just do us a favor.
I'll kill you if you don't subscribe.
Also, speaking of that, the giveaways that we were talking about, intending on doing, we still do. We still do want to do that. We just... Nobody wants to subscribe, so
as soon as we get all the subscribers, we'll be doing all the giveaways, and we got plenty of golf content coming out soon. We might even shoot a video this weekend with Steve. For all we know,
I really want to. If we can get us three for like literally even a half hour, I think we could do a two-hole thing or something. We can make something work.
Couple holes. Like I said, I want to play the course throughout, but hey, we get to play as many courses as we want.
I'm just saying, like, if once Cooley gets there, it might be a little bit tougher. Like, we can have him in it, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not on brand.
Right. You're so funny. Well, he can be our birdie. I forgot. Yeah, he can be our birdie. But all right, well, I think that's about it, right?
Yeah, we can wrap it up. It's getting close to go time. So thank you guys for listening to another episode of 3 Parts in a Birdie podcast.
What episode are we on?
87, I believe.
Dude, we're getting so close. So we're gonna be at 100 and probably coming back from Florida time frame.
Yeah.
Never take.
Yeah. Appreciate you guys all for tuning in. Follow us on Twitter at 3 Parts and a Bird. YouTube obviously is 3 Parts and a Birdie.
Yes.
And hit us up on any of the social medias that you follow us on for any merch if you guys want it.
We'll make an Instagram here shortly. We'll get on it. Before the season starts, we'll get on it. Because we'll have plenty of reels from the season.
Oh yeah.
That.
Yep. And there's one more thing I think I wanted to say.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, I'm gonna have to just end it now because I can't think of it.
We're excited to show you his driver. Comment below what type of driver you think he's gonna go with. You got Callaway. What is there? Titleist. There's King. There's TaylorMade. That's like the major.
Wilson.
Wilson. Yeah. All right. So we'll see what he goes with. Yeah, we'll see what he goes with. And are you gonna for sure get a driver that's this year's version, or are you willing to even try last year's version?
Yeah, I'm open to anything as long as I can hit it.
Yep, open anything. Hey, that's good.
Yeah. Subscribe. Yep. Thank you guys again.
We love you.
Don't forget to use your one time, people.
Thanks for being awesome.
Kody, hit me on that end.
Oh yeah, I got you guys. All right, peace, motherfuckers.
Peace.